on this Tuesday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And our early season power rankings, of course, a lot should change over the course of the year, but this is where we stand now. You take a look at Minneapolis. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And I think for Minneapolis, they're climbing up these rankings. And so far, they're among the league's best. They'll certainly look to maintain that success throughout the season.
Here are the five for Minneapolis. We've got Bobby Portis. Chris Paul is out there with Cam Thomas. Then it's Kareem, and it's Miller in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, in its small and power forward, it'll be Flagg and Davis. Isaiah Joe is out there with Irving, and it's Powell in its center. So, Greg, here we are, just about a week into the NBA season. The regular season comes at you fast.
I mean, the games start coming fast and furiously right out of the gate. But you wonder how we made it through the summer without getting to see any NBA action.
And here's Minneapolis now. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
And that seems about right. Last season was one that both teams would like to forget. They get beat up a lot and couldn't even beat up on each other.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Irving passes to Joe. And here's Davis for three. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Now remember, AD only made three-point shots in his first 3 seasons. Try and say that fast. So he's added that dimension to his game.
Now here is Miller. Paul with the screen for Miller. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now Miller following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
Going deep in his bag there. Miller with the incredible crossover.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. It's a three-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
They were bricking, they were missing, they were airballing, they were doing everything. Brutal night shooting for them when they couldn't even hit the broadside of the barn. They couldn't hit the ocean if they fell out of a boat.
Now here is Miller coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Here's Portis. Powell pulls it in. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Ball against Irving. Davis with a screen on Paul. Here's Irving. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
I love seeing Irving's work in the mid-range. Intelligent at reading the defense and recognizing when to take these shots.
Now here's Paul. Abdul-Jabbar looking over the floor. Thomas's shot is off.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Richard, Cam Thomas has been criticized for his shot selection at times, but the guy can flat out score.
He's a walking bucket, and to his credit, he works on taking these difficult shots because he knows that is a valuable skill in this league.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar following the basket by Anthony Davis. And another miss by Minneapolis. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Paul. He has yet to score. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Thomas with the steal. Here's Paul. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Just simply automatic. Once that ball is in Paul's hands, he is ready to fire off a shot.
It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Thomas. Miller sets a screen for Thomas. Miller outside. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Clock at 4. Shoots over Powell. There's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the assist from Miller.
Probably didn't need the fade on that shot, but he might have thought the defender was a little bit closer.
Here's Flag. Now here is Davis. Abdul-Jabbar covering.
Yeah, and beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Minneapolis.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Lately, let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
Here's Flag, covered by Miller. Pass to Davis. Clock at 6. Rebound, Minneapolis.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Davis. Thomas, that's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
He's just such a strong guard. Thomas can muscle his way into any area.
Irving passes to Pop. Davis setting the pick for Flag. To the paint, and they get it. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2 to 6'10. But, Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And, Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Now here's Paul. Nobody near Irving. Buries it from three-point range. Irving's got 5 now.
A capable shooter from distance. Give Kyrie space to fire, and he does not pass it up.
Irving against Russell. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and Davis pulls it down. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Powell, that's good.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Wolf. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Shoots over Powell. That's short off the rim. The Mavericks leading. Joe with it. Now guarded by Hield. Bounce pass, Joe. Irving against Russell. Now Irving. 6 points for him last game against Chicago.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact and getting to the line.
Hield the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Looking to end the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Abdul-Jabbar's got the game tied up here for Minneapolis.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Mavericks will go for a different look here. Queen's checked in. Thompson comes in for Anthony Davis. Exum, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Williams. Thompson outside. Over Williams. Dallas, no good that time either. For Minneapolis, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. The offensive rebound. They kick out to Hield. Back to Portis. Williams from outside. Russell. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And Minneapolis leads by 2. Thompson outside. Williams sends a screen for Thompson. To the inside. Here's Queen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Russell. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 12 points per game last year. 5 assists and 2 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
They feel confident with him at the helm. He's effective at running the offense, and having someone like that off the bench is an absolute luxury.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Minneapolis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Portis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Portis has got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Queen. Pass to Exum. Just 5 to shoot. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. Minneapolis leading by 3. Here's Russell. Outside Portis. And here is Hield. It's over Exum. Hield can't hit. Pass to Flag. Russell against Williams. On the wing, Thompson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here, it is eye-opening. 2 emphatic points from Flag. This rookie has some serious swag.
Russell against Williams. Russell passes to Portis. Over Flag. Portis can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 3. For the 3. And it's Flag missing. And Minneapolis has possession. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
So looking it over. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Claxton. Outside, Russell. There's Portis. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Portis has got 10 points in the game.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Thompson in the corner. Wide with it. Rebound by Williams.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
What a performance for Bobby Portis. He has been the story so far for Minneapolis. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what stands out? To you from Minneapolis in this one.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And the Mavericks with possession here. They trail by 3, so on the floor for Minneapolis. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Also, Terrence Mann is out there. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Zaire Williams. And it's Wolf in at the 4. Now here is Davis. Last time out he had 13 points.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So, Richard, you hear the phrase hold time. How long players hold the ball over the course of a game. Walk us through that.
Guys with longer hold times are typically shot creators for their team, or they are post-up players. If you have a shorter hold time, that means you are catch and shoot, catch and decision make very quickly.
Free throw good, Russell.
And Russell is a shoot-first kind of player, a combo guard who doesn't lack any confidence.
And so Russell hits them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Williams looking over the floor. Offensive rebound. Out of bounds. Minneapolis takes possession. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Minneapolis. On Wednesday, then on Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And for their matchup with the Magic, that one's going to be the 7th game of the season, almost a full 10th of the season played after that one.
And Minneapolis has possession following the miss by Anthony Davis. Russell against Williams. Here's Mann. Misses the 3. And it's Hudson with the ball, who will bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. Thompson dishes to Davis. Hangs in the air. Rebound, Minneapolis.
just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Russell. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And Abdul-Jabbar throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Thompson for the triple. And the three ball is good.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, guys. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Back to you.
Priorities straight. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Williams with a clean look. It's hauled in by Minneapolis. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside, Russell. Here's Wolf. 6 on the shot clock. Man passes to Russell. From downtown. Kept alive. And Kareem flushes.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Gill is checked in for the Mavericks. And then for Minneapolis, Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Williams. Cameron Thomas comes in for Mann. And Chris Paul's up in for Russell. Exum with it. Thomas is there. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Mavericks making a switch here. Queens checked in. Minneapolis leading by 5. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Paul passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Paul. Outside Thomas. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Exum. To the right side. Here's Queen. Covered by Miller. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 24 points per. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Flag is checked in for Dante Exum. And Irving subbed in for Williams. Bobby Portis is checked in for Minneapolis. Now here's Paul. Pass to Thomas. Now here's Paul. And here is Abdul-Jabbar. He's guarded by Davis. Miller, no up.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Minneapolis leading by 3. And here is Paul. And it's Miller with the jam.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Irving against Paul. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Man, hold on. We got to see that again by Kyrie. That was it. That was next level, man. Okay, Kareem got this sized up all the way. Kyrie just goes in and does one of his, Kyrie specials. Man, this should, under any norm, listen, man, 99 times out of 100, this is a shot block. But how did he get this off, man? That is amazing. That is crazy. Bro, that's crazy. Welcome to the modern era, Kareem.
He's got his third bucket of the night.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Mavericks trailed by 3. Davis finds Thompson. Here's Queen. Defended by Portis. Pass to Flag. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Look at how competitive Davis gets on the glass. He just knows how valuable those second chance shots are.
Now, here is Miller. Miller sets a screen for Portis. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and another miss by Minneapolis. Dallas has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now Irving. He has 7. Takes the 13-footer. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss. Paul kicks to Portis. Fires the 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. The Mavericks trail. Outside Irving. 3-pointer. Good on the 3-point shot. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Minneapolis moving it around. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Portis has got 12 points in the game.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Putting a screen on Thomas. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6. Paul looking around. Pass to Portis. It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for Paul. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Paul's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Uses the pick so nicely. Paul gets the screen and fires away.
Here's Irving. Rebound, Minneapolis. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Left side, Miller. Over Flag. Miller, no luck.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
Pass to Irving. Here's Queen. Thompson outside. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Now, here is Irving. 10 points for him. Pass to Queen. No good on the triple. Minneapolis leading by 4. Upside Thomas. Over Thompson. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Abdul-Jabbar's got 12 in the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Chris Paul. Mavericks trail by 6. Irving with it. They could use a bucket. And that's 2 points on the layup. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter. Irving against Russell. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Forceful slam by Abdul-Jabbar.
Unstoppable tonight, as he is most nights. Jabbar has all the offensive tools, but it also keeps to a strict fitness regimen that allows him to wear people down.
And that one's good, Irving.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now here is Miller. He's got 6. Here's the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Powell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 1:44 left to play here in the second quarter. Joe in the corner. Thompson outside. Over Miller. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And Portis throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Powell. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago. Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Shoots over Powell. Abdul-Jabbar misses. Mavericks trail by 4. Now Joe. Covered by Hield. Powell with the screen. Here's Joe. And stolen by Miller. Driving the lane. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And drawing contact is what Miller does best. Versatile in his movements towards the basket.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he makes the first. Gill is checked in for Dante Exum. And a switcher also for Minneapolis.
Got a good, solid game going here with Team Kareem. Everybody contributing. Good, real rounded offense.
And so he makes both from the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Irving for 3. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Hield dishes to Russell. To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Launches it, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Minneapolis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. Fellas, what stands out to you about this schedule?
Man, I don't have time to be thinking about their schedule. I got my own schedule to worry about. What? You're too busy visiting
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for Minneapolis.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals how they reflect that.
Keeping everyone involved, keeping everyone engaged.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So let's head to the sideline. We've got some news on Cooper Flag. Allie?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Mavericks was able to update me on the situation. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Although it takes a while to completely recover from this injury, he's been given the thumbs up from the training staff to play through it. So that's definitely something to keep track of while he's out there.
And Allie, we thank you for the report.
Listen, the big thing is now we have more information on what's going on with him. Hopefully, there's no setbacks.
In its small and power forward, it'll be Flag and Davis. Kyrie Irving is out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Powell in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
And they continue to control the glass.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Minneapolis. They lead by 4. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Shot clock at 6. Over Davis. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Abdul-Jabbar's got 16. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Powell outside. Back to Irving. Now Joe. Nothing on the board. Powell, the pass to Joe. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for Miller. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Pass to Joe. Down low. Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. Here's Paul. And Claxton throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Camp. Brought to you by AT&T. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team. But things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Back to you, Kev.
Winning sure cures all, doesn't it? All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Now here's Abdul-Jabbar. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Here's Miller. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the 2nd overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Both free throws good for Miller. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Irving. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that away.
Number 2, Danny Wolf.
Outside Irving. Paul with the steal. Here's Wolf. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Wolf got the lead up to 12 now for Minneapolis.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Powell finds Irving. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time...
The previous play is under review.
Constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
The rule on the floor is confirmed.
Oh, they're saying it's on Chris Paul. I thought it was on Kareem. That's why I challenged it. That was a clean block, man.
These players are moving.
Okay, they're saying it's on Chris Paul.
And how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
For Minneapolis, on the heel, he's checked in for Brandon Miller. And it's Russell in for Chris Paul. The free throw drops for Powell. He makes 1 of 2 that time. RJ, the NBA this season hosting some regular season games in Berlin and in London. Possible basketball markets moving forward.
Yeah, with the NBA looking at a new league in Europe, bringing the NBA games to these cities will help drive the interest.
Here's Irving following the basket by Buddy Hield. Davis inside. He's got 9. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Three-pointer Hield. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Teardrop shot. Good on that shot. And with that, the Minneapolis lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving. Russell against Irving. Outside Thomas. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
A moment here to see the numbers for Anthony Davis. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, put up about 24 points per, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 20. Now, here is Russell. Outside Thomas. 6 to shoot. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Shoots over Powell. The shot by Abdul-Jabbar, no good. Mavericks trail by 11. Joe with it. Still without a basket. No good with the triple. And pushing it up, here's Minneapolis. Thomas's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Outside, Davis. "18 feet out. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Pass to Thomas. And another miss by Minneapolis.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Here's Flag. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Right side, Thomas. Russell kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Outside, Thomas. Offensive rebound. And Kareem throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And there's a whistle. And that's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Minneapolis. Here's Thompson. Powell outside. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Minneapolis. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Thomas. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minneapolis.
Ooh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Here's Claxton. Count that one. Claxton's got 4 this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Irving double team. Wolf grabs the miss. Wolf got 4 rebounds in this game. Thomas with it. Now defended by Exum. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Here's Flag. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Queen. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Minneapolis.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Thomas.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Healed way outside. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. Mavericks trailed by 19. And Thompson kicks to Irving. They need this. Count the basket. Irving's got 22.
Just another night at the office for Kyrie. What an incredible offensive talent.
Russell dishes to Heel. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. Fires the 3. And it's Flag with the rebound. Flag's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Irving. Inside, here's Thompson. Thompson hammers it down.
A little bit of bounce still, Klay. Okay, I see you. Get off the floor with a little ease, with a little dunk.
1:11 left to play in the third. Hield from outside. Again, Hield missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Irving against Russell. 35 seconds left in the third. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Oh, that's a strong play. Russell anticipates the contact and creates the and one opportunity.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Gill is checked in for the Mavericks. Williams comes in for Irving. Mavericks trail by 18. Pass to Gill. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Russell against Williams. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And having added strength to his wiry frame, Russell able to convert through contact and drop foul.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the middle. He can't get that one. And so it's Minneapolis with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team. Moments ago.
They getting wide open looks. They feel like this is a shoot around right now. We got to stay in their body. They're just getting shots after shots. Wide open shots. And our shots are all contested.
Jason Kidd not very happy here, as you can tell.
Jason Kidd.
Of his guys and the lack of it that they're giving on the floor right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're not being serious about it. Missing assignments, losing focus. That's not how you're going to get it done.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So on the floor for Minneapolis, Bobby Portis out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Brandon Miller. Then it's Russell. And it's Whitehead in at the 2. Now here's Thompson. Takes it from 10. And it falls over the rim and in. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 16 rebounds. Minneapolis leading by 21. Here's Russell. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Just willing that one in. That's a tough shot there by Russell.
Mavericks shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Here's Williams. Bucket is good.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Russell against Williams. Russell passes to Portis. Out to the right wing. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Exum. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
Anywhere on the arc, Thompson is a threat. You have to do all you can to run him off that line.
Russell passes to Miller. Portis sets the pick for Miller. Takes it inside. Banked in off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Williams. Yes, that goes in. Williams has got 4 this quarter. And Minneapolis has possession. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Russell with it. Now defended by Exum. Pass to Claxton. Out to Russell. Claxton sets the screen for Russell. Just 4 to shoot. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And Minneapolis leads by 20. The Mavericks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Claxton against Davis. Gill takes it off the glass.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Russell against Williams. Miller sets a screen for Russell. Miller outside. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Thompson looking for an opening. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Well, we all love teams going all in to win. But, Richard, some teams run that risk, and it does not work out.
But that's the risk. These windows are so small. If you believe that you have a chance to go all in, or if you have a 2-year window, it's okay to leverage the future in hopes of getting it done.
Miller dishes to Russell. Miller against Irving. Miller inside. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 20. Taken away. Miller outside. Pass to Claxton. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got his 5th assist in this one.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Now, here's Thompson. Davis finds Irving. Off target from 3-point range. Minneapolis leading by 22. Right side, Portis. Claxton the pass to Portis. Thompson against Miller. Just 5 on the clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And when players get into a little extracurricular conversation with opponents, RJ, do you think officials are a little too quick to hit them with a double T?
No, that's just officials trying to get control of the game, giving both players a warning. That's all a tough technical is a warning, because we don't have both players have been warned. We have both players have technical. He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Pass to Whitehead. And here is Portis. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Flagg. Down low, it's tipped. Claxton with the steal. Out to the right wing. Portis inside the 3-point line. He drains the quick shot. And Minneapolis leads by 21. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Pass to Powell. Now flagged. 4 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. That one no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
On the wing, Miller. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
And here's Russell following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Back to Russell. Miller right side. And stolen by Flag. Pass to Joe. Now here is Davis. The three-pointer no good.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
Russell against Irving. Russell passes to Portis. Clock at 6. Now Claxton. Over Davis. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Davis with a screen on Miller. Davis finds Joe. Outside Irving. Davis surveying the floor. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Minneapolis. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing. Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus. And able to still knock it down.
And Minneapolis will go with a different look here. Wilson, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Williams comes in for Bobby Portis. Mann's checked in for Miller. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Russell. Now here's Irving. Pass to Flag. In the corner, Powell with it. Irving up top. Williams against Davis. Rebound by Williams.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Here's Mann. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking. We'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
And it's Irving missing. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Minneapolis. They lead by 24, their biggest margin.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Again, Thomas missing. Dallas has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Joe finds Powell. Davis up top. He's guarded by Thomas. Looking to get back on track here. And a wide open look for Flag. Misses the wing chair.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trash.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minneapolis.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And there's no question his defense set the tone for his team and gave them the rim protection they needed. Outstanding effort.
They get it back. The kick out to Williams. Outside Thomas. Over Exum. Thomas's shot is off. So Minneapolis wins it. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
All right, thanks, guys. D'Angelo, some great basketball tonight. Talk about the winning habits this team is forming.
Keeping it simple on the offensive end, limiting our errors on the defensive end. And I think that piles up. We stay solid throughout the whole game. Just simple, man. I think the simpler we keep it, the better we are as a team.
Keep it simple. What a great reminder. Thanks, D'Angelo.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.